We had friends bringing over. I have my friends. Monty had hers. Frida was very little, so she was tagging along. Now she's very mad about it, that we didn't take it. But we learned, we did everything ourselves. We made ourselves sleigh rides, you know. Our father used to help us to make a sleigh ride. And he put some iron board, and everybody got outside in the winter time. We came home, my mother was ready with a pail of water, cold water, to put our feet in, hands in, everybody was frozen.
Josh, you could edit it.
So you learned. You had to learn, and if you were cold, you dealt with it. And if you didn't, so somebody got a few blisters,
What are you expecting? Take 30 seconds?
You learned. You had to learn, and if you were cold, you dealt with it. And if you didn't, so somebody got a few blisters,
What are you expecting? Take 30 seconds?
Maybe 7 minutes.
No one can watch 7 straight minutes.
It's
Too much?
Yeah,
look,
it has to be cut.
That's what you have to do. I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you what his boss.
You can edit it.
Everybody was working hard. There weren't some people that were rich people, but everybody was working. It wasn't somebody like here doing nothing. You made our own toys, we made our own balls, we made our... It was nice till we took it out of this house. That was it. Once you took it out of the house, you didn't need anything more. My father was called once to be a soldier for 2 months. Had to leave the whole kids, with my mother, with everything else. And folding is no problem with the folding. You just have to need a little time. If you want to have, don't have to iron. You take your time, straighten everything else, put it on the table, and hold it. And this is the way we do with every little thing. I didn't learn cooking. I didn't learn cooking from the house, in the book. I could make up a meal without that I have in the house for nothing. So that's what I came to the United States. I got a chicken. So I gave 50 cents to clean up the feathers, and I brought it home on Orchard Street. Went on this bus with 2 big bags, came home with 2 big bags with everything, the chicken, what I need for the chicken, what I need for the whole Shabbos, and I used to have a Shabbos. Till I got pregnant with your father. Then I had Freddie. I went Freddie. Oh, where I went, that little lamb went, no matter where we were. So Jack was working, so I took Freddie. We went by bus till 2nd Avenue, till the street.
Hey, she's not supposed to talk to you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So then all of a sudden I come home and Freddie looks like, I put him all by the window to look out, she didn't make noise. And all of a sudden I hear the bus driver said, "Hey lady," like I didn't speak much English, but I understood already what he was saying. So I give a look at him, he take your child's hand out of the window. He's gonna get cut off. So I took Freddie and this. From then on, I never went back to Orchard Street. That's it. That was, so I had to go to the neighborhood stores to buy what you needed. And that's the way it worked. And I cooked. I buy the meat with what you could afford. And I came home, I had maid for a whole week. Your father used to give me, your grandfather used to give me $25, and from that $25 I had to have a little money left for to buy a present, and the children, Freddie or Eli, who went on to a birthday party, and I bought him something, and I took him out there. One day I took Freddie in a very fancy house, and it was like in 98th Street in the penthouse. I took him in, and the elevator went in straight in there. So I opened the door, and the lady comes in and said, "Would you like a cocktail?" I said, "No, thank you." And I took my please turn around right outside. I'm gonna come for you when you're finished. My Freddie came home. I said, "What was that house?" "Ma, there was a house you could run from one end to the other." And I always looked like a little girl. So one was calling me, "What do you want, little girl?" So it wasn't easy. When we came from the United States, from that matter, we stayed in a hotel. Hotel George, I think, is still standing now. But it wasn't a hotel. There was one room with one light and one little sink, no toilet, no nothing, no water, just a little warm water. I used to make the bottle, I figured make it like hot the water, and gave Freddie, but Freddie wouldn't drink milk anyway, because once we came to the United States, he wouldn't drink a drop of water, milk. Had to make him always chocolate milk. But, and then in the middle of the night, you wouldn't believe, middle of the night, you feel somebody's going. I give a look, put that light, here goes big rats. Wow, it's going. So I said, "No, we're gonna have to sleep with the whole light, because we don't know who's coming or who's going." Because Fred, next day, he didn't go tell the hotel manager that he had rats. He went down, took a Coca-Cola bottle and sucked it to pieces, and looked where there is a hole under the little sink. There was a little hole. He tipped it up with all with glass, and from then on we didn't have no holes. Then it came at night. Then he started going for an apartment. Took the paper, and looked which way. They went to Bronx, went to Brooklyn, they went to all over. They couldn't get an apartment. Then Frida came. Frida heard that we are coming. She got herself away from Cleveland. She just come to us. She's going to stay with us. But if she couldn't stay, she got herself an apartment. She worked already in Cleveland. She got herself an apartment. Some lady. They were a very nice lady. They invited us for the first Thanksgiving. They gave us to eat, made pies, and we never saw pumpkin pie, we never saw all those things what they made there. So we were ashamed to say we can't eat, because we never ate so much food. But the next day we were sick, like both of us, checking out. We were very sick there. But this lady was very nice to us. Very, very nice. Each time she was asking where you're going, where you're coming. Then you had to go for your grandfather he had to go to look for work. But when we came, we right away went to the high house. There was all newcomers, and there everybody got together. It was 80 and 8th Street. Everybody got together, and you found yourself, your father found a friend, and he said, "You want to go to work? We came Wednesday." And that was Sunday. He said, "You want to go to work?" Jack said, "Sure." He said, you come to Brooklyn and I'm going to take you where I work, because he was a weaver, that guy. He was an older one, older than Jack. And he said, you know what weaver he was, because his father was a weaver. So he said, he gave him an address, and he said, you take that subway and go to straight to Middle Avenue, I think it was, and there I'm